Hi. So I'm Jaewoo, and this is Utah behind the camera. Alright, so we have made a Rube Goldberg Ramen machine. So the way this is going to work, we're going to make a phone call on Utah's handy dandy iPhone, and we're going to call the ramen machine, which is going to go to this phone over here. It's on vibrate, so it's going to vibrate down this inclined plane and hit this first CD. Now once it hits the CD, it's going to make a domino chain, hitting all these CDs, going along, and it'll start hitting things of bigger mass, like the books, and then finally the binders, and then finally hit this encyclopedia. And when this encyclopedia falls over, it'll hit this lever, and the frog's gonna jump up, hit this plate, which will pull this string. It'll pull off this deck, the skateboard, and these pillars will fly away as well. Then this will fall down onto this rail, and it'll follow these curves and hit that domino tower. Now when it hits that domino tower, the tower's going to crumble, and this will flap down, creating kind of like an inclined plane, and these Jenga blocks will fall on these Jenga blocks, and it'll create a domino reaction. Smell the motor burning. It'll hit this parrot off. When this parrot falls off, the string will pull on this, which will make this forklift go up and down, like that. So it'll go down, and this will be on later on. This will hit the ground, and it'll go hit this rubber band ball, wrecking ball, which will break this wall. This wall is nothing, it's just for show. And when this goes off the table, the little crane will go off with it. The crane's actually tied to this tennis ball, which will pull it off. And here we have another lever. So this ball is heavier, so it's closer to the fulcrum. And when this ball goes away, this will tilt and become an inclined plane. Now this soccer ball will roll off the table, pulling this pillar along with it. It will release this marble, and it will go down the track. And it went in this cup. When it lands in the cup, it will dislodge the cup. It will fall down. And along this pulley system that we're so proud of, this is going to pull this car, and this car is going to hit this bar. Now, this bar is connected to this wheel, and the other side of the wheel is another bar, and this is going to hit this giant silver dollar. Now, the silver dollar is going to roll, and hit this wall. This wall is going to crumble, and this penny is going to drop down. Now, that'll make this cup, which is covered in plastic wrap to reduce splash, and it has a hole in it. And that will tip over onto the ramen, and that's how we're going to make our ramen. So, let's do it. Boy, am I hungry. I think I'll have some ramen today. I'm going to call it my ramen machine. That's what I call ramen. Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah!
Did it!
Woo! Finally! Let's see the destruction.
Alright, so here's the ramen that's cooking. So, cup fell down, splash guards.
How did the cup fall down?
Okay, so to explain the physics, let's go through every step. Now this cup was filled with water, it was on its edge, and this penny, because that's a big penny, was on top of this giant wall that we made out of Jenga blocks. Now, when this fell, the cup went along with it.
Potential energy.
The potential energy from this pulled this along. We'll get to that later.
Yes.
Pull the cup along, and that's how we spill the water. Now, it's not splashing because we have plastic wrap here and we have a small hole here. Now, how did the wall crumble? Well, you see here, we have this mechanism, And the way it works is that this silver dollar was over here. Now this card comes along, pushes it, and the dime rolls. And that breaks the wall, and that does that. Now how did the card move? Oh, by the way, that's a wheel.
Yes.
A simple machine. Okay, now
The beauty.
this comes from this string that goes to this pulley system that we're so proud of,
Which took us 3 hours
I
to
know.
make it work.
which was connected to the cup.
Was connected
Oh my
to
God,
this.
it's like all cracked.
Was
Okay, so it was connected to this cup, which had this marble in it. So the marble fell. Ooh, the cup's cracked.
And then it pulled,
And it pulled the string
which
down,
pulled,
which pulled the car, which moved
moved.
it.
smart.
Now, how did the marble get in here in the first place? Now, this cup wasn't always hanging down here. It was actually attached right here. And then we had this pillar that's attached to a soccer ball. We removed the pillar, and the marble rolled, went into the cup, and this kinetic force turned into, well, it already had potential energy, but the kinetic energy and the potential energy combined pulled the string. And the pulleys changed the direction of the force, and that's how we moved it.
So how did this barrier move out of the way?
Now the barrier is moved attached to the soccer ball, which was actually on this lever. Now, what we have here is that this tennis ball fell off, turning this into the inclined plane, and the ball simply rolled off the table. Now while it did, it pulled the pillar with it.
Because the barrier was much lighter than the.
It had less mass, thus it was able to be pulled along.
Yes.
Plus the potential and kinetic energy combined. Now, how did the tennis ball fall off?
How?
Well, you see that the end of this tennis ball is this crane that I made some years back. I don't remember when. Now, when something hits this ball and it goes over the edge, the crane goes along with it because the crane has less mass. And that simply pulls the ball with it as well. But how did this rubber band ball move in the first place? Now, this is the fun part. We have this forklift here, which had this car here. Let me turn it on. Now, it was attached like that. And we simply lowered the forklift. Oh, wait, wrong way. And the car would move.
Right when it hits the ground or the table.
Something's happening. Now it happened. I think this car's broken now. Okay. But how did this lever move? Now that's a very good question. Now you see this parrot here. No, it is not tied in the noose. It's actually under the wing, so we did not kill it.
Sadly.
Alright, so this parrot fell off, and that potential energy is able to pull on this. Now, normally it wouldn't be able to push this button, but we have this little leverage here, making it longer, making the joystick longer, and that is what enabled us to pull this with just the force of the parrot falling. Now, how did this parrot fall? That's a very good question. We have these. Oh my god, it started sounding misfactual. Alright, we have these dominoes that we made out of Jenga blocks. And these dominoes came along and pushed it off. But what started these dominoes? Well, you see, we had 2 more Jenga blocks. Okay, so let me set this up really quickly.
Going very well.
Yeah. And so we have this little tower. It's very unsteady. On its own, it would never stand up. But we have this little thing. Now we have an inclined plane here. And we have a spool right here. Now, when something hits this, this will fall off and these Jenga blocks will start. And I'll show you a little later. Because right now, we should find out what made that domino fall off.
What is
Very
it?
good question. We have a marble here.